47. USA Today's best restaurant list of 2024 recently came out. And we're going to...
Harry's Savoy Grill, which I think we may have been to before in Wilmington. They're way up on their list.
So we have to go check it out, right, Jen?
Absolutely. Xavier's here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And we were talking about this. You're kind of like an old friend. A lot of people have probably driven by you, right? I mean, you're such a big location. But one of the things that you love about this list from USA Today, they wanted to hear about restaurants that are a part of the community.
Yeah, and it meant something to their communities.
Yeah.
And we've been here for over 35 years as Harry's, but this has also been a restaurant location since 1940.
Wow.
And so it's been sort of an iconic location that's gone through various iterations.
And I said to you, like, I've driven by a million times. I didn't know how big this place was. How big is it?
Well, we're 20,000 square feet.
Wow.
We're a chef-driven steak and seafood house, but we have a whole banquet ballroom side. We do weddings and we do
I love it.
bar mitzvahs and
Hi guys.
business events.
So one of the things that they loved is that you have like a classic menu, classic cuisine, but you say it's chef-driven and you keep it updated, right?
We do. Our food is contemporary but not intimidating.
Right.
And we're chef-driven. We make all our sauces. We make all our desserts. Everything in-house is something that we've produced.
Okay, and so the prime rib, we have to have a piece of that. I asked you, how much of this do you think you go through, like thousands and thousands of pounds of beef?
Probably 100,000 pounds a year.
What?
Of prime rib. Well, this cut, we roast it, and it's our prime rib with an au jus and a horseradish cream.
Yeah.
But we also take it and we do a 45-day aged ribeye,
Wait a
which
minute.
is
If
just
I
as
order
popular.
it, is it that big?
That's the size you get, or bigger if you're really hungry.
No. And you said some people have only had dinner in the dining area, and some people, your locals, like only go to the bar.
Well, we have a classic bar,
Yeah.
with gas lamps and just a great
Yeah,
selection
just saw it.
of
It's gorgeous.
bourbons and cocktailier drinks,
Right.
right? And then here, we've been a place that people have just celebrated for years and years. Graduations, anniversaries.
I love it.
And people have grown up in these seats.
Jimmy's going to fire up some creme brulee. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, and so I have to tell you, the creme brulee is really my favorite dessert. So he's going to go, that's obviously the sugar mixture. And you also need to know this about me. I like it when we can set things on fire. So
Okay,
that's
there you
exactly what he's going to do. You talked a little bit about this. You're always doing new things. You said, we were talking a little bit off camera. There he goes. You said back in the day, people weren't used to eating red meat and, drinking scotch and all that. But you knew that the community had a taste for it, no pun intended.
Well, when we opened in the late 80s, no one was doing classics the right way anymore.
Right.
And so we thought there was this hunger for that.
I love it.
And so that's why we started with prime rib, because no one did great prime rib.
Huh.
Nobody did great steaks. You think about it, late 80s, people weren't drinking. We're told not to be drinking martinis and Manhattans, and we just...
I couldn't have lived in that era.
Yeah. And we just thought, this stuff's so great, but let's go back and do it artisanally, and let's go do it the way it's meant to be done.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it lost its taste a little bit.
Okay.
So,
Right, they were like not doing it to the, I have to have a bite of this. Okay,
Yeah.
So if people don't know where you are, where exactly are you?
We're on, we're in North Wilmington on Naaman's Road between I-95 and Route 202.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna try.
so we're almost
I know,
on the
but
border with Pennsylvania.
Well, that's why people can come. All right, here we go. Yes, that is so perfect. That's the thing. You want to know that you have the traditional food with flawlessness, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we're hospitality driven and relationship driven. So I think that's what, we're friendly.
Yeah, you're friendly.
That's what we want to be. We want people to feel comfortable
I love
when
it.
they come in.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it.
Mike,
Wow.
you know how I say this all the time?
Yeah.
That I want you to host a good day dinner.
Right.
This really might be the
This
place.
could be it.
Because you could invite 5,000 of your closest friends.
Right. 20,000 square feet. And I agree with Jen. I cannot pass up a creme brulee. If it's on the menu, you gotta do it. All right. maybe one of the most important segments of the week is happening right after this break, amid this, the gun violence that we've been discussing this morning.